Good morning, everyone. This is Gloria, and this is card number 2 of my baby girl series. Now, today's video, we are going to use the cartridge, the new cartridge that I got. It's called Tiny Treasures, and it's from Creative Memories. In order for you to get this cartridge right here, you have to get in touch with a Creative Memory consultant, and you have to order through somebody. I wish we could just order it when we can, but, ProvoCraft ends up having this thing, it's exclusive to this, it's exclusive to that, and, after a while they retire it, and it tends to be more money than it's supposed to be. So, this is the cartridge I'm using, and this is my paper, my design paper that I'm using. Not my design paper, my paper pad that I'm using. I'm using We Are Memory Keepers, and it's called Retro Glam. And this paper stack has chipboard, and it has a lot of gorgeous things and paper in it. And it also have like little die cuts, which is really cute. And you don't realize how much you have and how beautiful this paper is till you actually pull it out and start using it. So this is my pattern paper today. And I like this. This is beautiful. And I like that one too. So I mean, you can pretty much design any girl card or boy card because there is yellow and green in here too, so it's wherever your imagination want to take you. And I also use this pattern paper too. It's sort of like, it don't really have a design, but like little lines in it. You can barely see them. It's like a grid, but really small. Okay, so let's get started. My card is going to be an A2 size portrait style, and it's going to be this color, and I got a 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and I cut it at 4 1/4, and then down straight it's 11. So then I'm going to use my bone folder, and I'm going to score it at 5.5. Okay. And I'm going to get my bone folder, and I'm going to crease it really good. You can actually crease it with your finger, but the bone folder gives you a crisper edge to it. Definitely. So it like lays your card flat. Okay, so let's design the inside. Now for the inside, I have this pattern paper that I'm going to layer right here. And let me get my ATG, and we're going to do that right now. Well guys, I wasn't supposed to do this video this morning, but I've been up so early. I figure I come in my craft room to find out something to make, and then just do it while I have the time. Right now, it's 7:11 in the morning. So, and I've been up since 4. So it's like perfect for me to come in my craft room and actually do something before I have to go to my 3 doctor's appointments. Okay. Then I have this white layer, and it's just going to go right here so I can stamp my sentiment on. I have a Frisker's stamp punch. Well, not a stamp punch, but a stamp press. I've been having it for about a year, a little over a year when they first came out. And I didn't like how it was doing, so I put it on the side. But I've been seeing everybody on YouTube use it. So I pulled it back out, and I've tried it, and I'm like in love with it because it kind of positions your stamp wherever you want it. And it gives you a better stamp. So I'm going to use that today because that's how I've been using the past couple of days. You know, to try it out to see. And I'm actually liking it now. I think what I was doing before was I wasn't doing it right. I was probably pressing too hard. And the sentiment was coming out blurry. And, you know, like I said in my other past videos, I'm not a perfect stamper. So it was kind of hard for me. But I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube using it. And I'm like, you know, I've been having this for a long time. I don't like to spend money on things and not use it at all. So I pulled it out and I'm going to use it today. So for the inside sentiment, I am using the Scrappy Mom stamp set. It is called Special Deliveries or Special Delivery. And the stamp that I'm using today is A Little Someone New. Okay. So I got my stamp press right here and I'm going to ink my stamp up. And I ended up getting the big one because I had really big stamps. And the stamp blocks that I have were not that big. So I kind of used this for the bigger stamps, but I didn't like how it was doing. So I never did it. Okay, what's so great about this is that you can line it up. I want to use the grid. Okay, you can line it up. And make sure before you press, if that's where you want it, and then you just press down on it, not so, and there you go. And you know, like I said, when I first got it, I was pressing too much. A Little Someone New, and look at how it came out. I think it came out better than me pressing with my stamp block that I always use, which I have to clean it because it got a lot of glue on it. So I actually really like how that came out. And now I have a silhouette right here of a little baby in a bundle, and I'm just going to use that right there. Kind of give it like an accent in the inside of the page. I should stamp a little face on it. I don't know. Let me see if I can. Give me a second. And I think I might be able to stamp something in it. So let me see. Oh, that's going to be perfect. Okay, so let me do that. I kind of messed up a little bit. You know, I'm not even going to put this in here now. Let me see if I could pull it up. The stamp face was just too big. It didn't look right. So now what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to cut another one and I'll put it in later. Okay, to cover up the mess that I just did, of course, you know. Sometimes I should leave things done. But that's alright. Everybody makes mistakes. That's the thing about crafting. You make a mistake, you fix it later, you know. Or like me, I'll probably tear the whole thing apart and redo the inside. You know. And of course, I'm going to redo the inside really quick. You know, sometimes I need to do stuff like that off camera. But, like always, I want to show you my process and my thinking and, you know, just doing all the stuff that I kind of do. Sometimes it comes out alright and, you know, I'm not a professional at making these cards. I just come out with some imaginations that some card makers try to. And I try a lot of different things. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. One of these things, it did not work at all. So, okay, give me a second. Okay, so it's 4. Okay. I should have left it alone. But it happens, and you won't even see that paper that's left over because it's going to be covered. Okay. And then for my trim, I'm going to lay my trim back down. You see, easy stuff like that you can actually fix without have to redoing the whole entire card. And my trim is a little bit too shy. But that's alright. It don't look messy. Okay, now let me get my sentiment again. A little someone new. I think that is a cute, cute sentiment. Okay, so we got that done. So let's start doing the outside. Now the outside layer is going to be white, the same color cardstock on the inside, and then the pattern paper. Okay, so let me zoom it out so you guys can totally see. And I'm going to do the same for this one. I'm going to try to tape them all down first so I don't waste no more time, because it's already 16 minutes and I wasted time putting that stamp on the face. Oh, that's the end of my tape. And I bought some refills for the tape dispenser. And that's the end of that tape. And I have this one. I don't like it because you have to press really hard. But it works when you're in an emergency, definitely. Okay, I'll just leave that right there. Then for the next pattern paper, just trying to center it as even as possible. Okay, and then the same thing with the pattern paper. Okay, so there goes the front of my card. Now, I end up taking a trim, and let me make sure I got this right. Okay. I end up taking a trim, a piece of paralyzed trim, and what I did was punched it on both sides with my modern garland. And this was a 2-inch strip, and I just punched it on one side, punched it on the other side. I'm just going to layer it right here. Okay, so let me glue that. This tape is not actually that bad, this tape runner, and it's from Herma. But like I said, you have to really press down on it. Okay, and that looks really good right there. Okay, now I'm going to lay down my sentiment for the simple fact I don't want to put my image on under or on top. So, I already stamped it out and I made a little border around it. And what I want to do is pop it up. So, I'm going to use some foam dots. And I already stamped the image, and I end up using my other Scrappy Mom stamp set. And this stamp set right here, it is called Designer's Choice, and I end up using Special Delivery. So in the front it's going to say Special Delivery, and the inside is going to say a little something, someone new. Okay, so there we go. Now for my image, on page 54 on Tiny Treasures, I am using this Stark, I think I'm saying it right, Stark. I could be saying it wrong, but let me say it like this. I'm going to be using this bird, and I cut the bird out at 4 inches, and I got him right here. And I end up cutting out his eyes in pink, but the white piece that went in his eyeball was so small, so all I did was just use my gel pen, and I kind of stitched around his wing just a little bit. And I'm going to layer him right here. See, I'm glad I put the sentiment down because I would have been hitting him. Okay, so let me use my two-way. Okay, so I'm going to layer him right here. Just like that. Okay, and on page 55, there's a baby cut right here. So I cut the baby out at 2 inches. Now guys, you gotta be careful because when you're using it's the girl icon. If you put 2 inches, 2 inches come out this much bigger. So you gotta size it to what you expect it to be. And I got this on some foam dots, and I'm gonna pop it up, and it's gonna be holding it just like that. Okay, so let me take the foam dots off. Okay. Well, there goes my card, guys. Oh, I'm not done yet. Hold on a second. I have these little tiny little, I need music notes. And to me, the music notes are going to symbolize that the baby is sleeping. And I punched that out with my Recollections music note punch. And what I did it one side, then cut it the other side, so my new music notes going forward and backwards. And then I cut a red one out also to symbolize, to kind of give the red color that we have going on right there on the heart, to kind of match it up just a tad bit. Okay. Then I got one more after this one, and then I will be done. And my card wouldn't have been this long if I didn't mess up. But card making is not fun unless you mess up. And guys, I mess up all the time. Okay? I mess up because sometimes what I imagine in my head does not come out right on paper. So you have to kind of, I don't know. You're just going to have to work with it, you know. Okay, guys. Well, there goes card number 2 of my baby girl series. I hope you guys enjoy. So it says special delivery. And in the inside it says a little someone new. Yay! And that came out so adorable. I'll probably put some hearts there instead of a baby. Okay? So thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm sorry about the length of the video because of my mistake, me trying to put a baby face on something that was way too small, and it just did not come out right. Okay, guys? Well, thank you so much. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.